Hey y'all, welcome to the Career Ambassador Corner, a little series here on the Career Connections YouTube. And as you can see, I am quite literally in a corner. And I will say it is the most clean corner of my house right now. I just moved in, so bear with me. Now, because I just moved in, I don't have my usual setup or my usual microphone, so we're gonna do things a little bit off the cuff, but that's okay. We adapt, we improvise. So your first question might be, what's a career ambassador, right? You clicked on this video, it says Career Ambassador Corner. You're like, okay, I understand the corner part, but what are you? I'm actually a Texas Women's University student, and I work in the Career Connection Center as a career ambassador. And if you're wondering what that is, I'm basically like an influencer, but for getting your life together. I kid. But really what we are is we are the kind of ambassadors for the career center to the student body at my university, and we help with things like resume building, workshops, kind of figuring out like, hey, how do I pivot into this industry, how do I get into that industry, what does a good resume look like, etc. And if you go to a university, you're going to have one of these career centers as well. It's going to help you as well as alumni of your school. And so what I'm hoping for this series to do is sort of help other college students or even alumni. You're done with college, you've got your degree, but the case is usually the same. I think one of the scariest things about college, at least for me, was before I even started university, it was this dread and this fear of, well, what do I get my degree in? And there's so many different schools of thoughts. People will tell you, oh, follow your passion, don't follow your passion, you should go into X industry, you should get a degree in Y because Y is a really good thing to get your degree in. So it can get really overwhelming. And then for those who already have their degree, so like for alumni, it's this question of, okay, what do I do with this degree? How do I use this degree to work in a field I'm interested in, if it's something different than what you got your degree in? Or if you're one of those people, you know exactly what you want to do, that's great. But you can also, I mean, these questions can still apply to you. You could still be wondering like, okay, well, how do I put this experience in my undergrad on my resume for the career I want to do? And so with this Career Ambassador Corner series, I wanted to work with my school's Career Connection Center at Texas Women's University, but also kind of apply this to all students in college or people who have graduated college and are really trying to figure out their careers or what they're interested in. So the first video in this series is the first step I felt that I took when I was starting my college process. And it's this question of, okay, what do I want to do? Because really, that's like the core question, right? You want to get a degree in something you enjoy, hopefully, and you want to figure out, okay, well, what do I want to do? Why am I going to college? What's my possible career path? You're facing all these questions like, what kind of career do I want? What kind of skills am I trying to build? What are my passions? What kind of work environment do I want to have? What do I even enjoy studying? Can I make it through these 4 years? And so those are a lot of questions. And I know for me, this was extremely overwhelming. Like I had like a whole existential crisis about this, right? I had all these thoughts swirling in my head. I was always thinking about it. And I can't tell you what to get a degree in. And honestly, most people can't just straight up tell you, oh, this is what you should get your degree in. Because that's personal. That's up to you. It's going to be very specific to you. What to get your degree in is going to be subjective for each person. So I can't sit here and tell you, oh, you should go get a degree in business, or oh, you should get a degree in computer science. This is something you have to kind of figure out yourself. So while I can't tell you what to get your degree in, I can kind of help you with what helped me figure out what I wanted to do. And it's this process of like self-evaluating yourself, really trying to see like, okay, well, what are my passions? What are my skills? How does that fit into a degree? How does that fit into a career? And what this is it's a way to take all of these circling thoughts you might be having, all these existential fears, and putting it all out into a roadmap, organizing it, making it easier to sort through. And once you do that, honestly, this process becomes so much easier, and you can really start to just see like, oh, hey, I actually really like doing X, Y, and Z. And those things kind of fit into these other areas, I don't know, some other letter of the alphabet. I found when I did this activity that I'm gonna walk y'all through here, it really helped me align my passions with my skill set, with my possible degree choices, and with possible careers I'd like to work in. It just really helped me kind of sit down and organize everything out, and it creates something I could also like draw upon later on too and keep working on. All right, so how to. Honestly, all you're going to need for this is a pen and paper because we're going to be making a career vision board. Yes, I know it's time to get all Pinteresty. We're going to make this thing look great. This vision board is going to be everything that you have in your head, all these questions in your head, all these like, oh, maybe I could be a doctor, maybe I could be an actor. And it's putting that all on paper and organizing it out so you can really just kind of start actually planning and actually thinking about these things. So if you're like me and graphic design is your passion, I use Canva to do this. You don't have to do that. You can just use a pen and paper. My original, like the thing I based my vision board off of was pen and paper at first. And then I put it in the Canva and kind of played around with it in there because that's just how my brain works. And you don't have to use Canva. You could use Photoshop. You could use some other tool that you're comfortable with, or just pen and paper. The easiest area to start thinking about that's not super overwhelming for me, and I think hopefully for you too, is thinking about what are you passionate about and what are your interests. I feel like this is something we can think about like right off the top of your head. Someone asks you like, oh, what do you like? What are you into? What's your passion? You can usually answer that pretty quickly. And hopefully you're not one of those people that's like, oh, I don't do anything. I don't have any interest. It's like, yes, you do. Okay, you do. You have some kind of interest. I'm sure you do. Reach down deep and find it, please. So the first section of this vision board is going to be passion and hobbies. And you can make it like a little grid. You can just write this down on a list, however this works for you. Whatever, if you're analytical, just put it down on paper or on Canva, whatever. So for me, I put this on Canva and I'll show you the example. So yours are going to look a lot different than mine because I am a very social sciencey, humanities, creative type, as you could probably tell. But some of mine I put down are like art history, philosophy, video games, esports. Like this can be literally anything. If you like gardening, you can put gardening down. If you like cooking, put cooking down. If you like doing the Wordle, I don't know, put Wordle down. Just start thinking about these areas of life that you're interested in or things you like doing. All right, so your next section on your career vision board is going to be called skill interests. And what this area is you're thinking about, okay, let's think about the skills that I have. You might be really good at math, right? Like this is, you're a whiz, you're a math whiz, which God, I wish that were me, but maybe you hate doing it. Like you're really good at it, but you hate it. So when we're doing this skills interest part, think about skills that you're good at and you actually also enjoy using. You're interested in those skills that you have. So for me, again, this is gonna look way different than someone who is like, I wanna be a dental hygienist or I wanna be a doctor. That's not me, so please, again, put your own things in here, tailor this to you. But using an example for me, my skill interests are things like comparative politics, statistics, economics, like video editing. Yes, I know I'm an amateur, I'm getting better, okay, bear with me. Making pitch decks, writing, digital strategies, public speaking, interpersonal communications, social research, cultural research, branding. You get the idea. All right, so now you should have these two things filled out. I know when I did this, it already started to help me really think about like, okay, I'm starting to see a trend here, right? Like some of these things are kind of in the same area. The next part of this is going to be kind of pivoting your passions, your hobbies, and your skill interests into career interests. So again, this is going to look a lot different depending on you as a person. And I'm just putting this up as an example for you to kind of base it off of. So my career interests, I would love to be a professor at like a community college level, university level maybe. I don't know if I can make it all the way to PhD. We'll see. And also, I'm really interested in the politics and like policy, communications, public relations, and like human resources. Community engagement and social media management are things I'm interested in. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can put here, but just kind of try and put down, you can put down as many as you want, as little as you want. It's up to you. All right, so once you get those career interests down, the next step of your career vision board process is going to be, where are some places you want to work? Like, where do you see yourself going to work? Okay, and you can reach for the stars here. This can be whatever. You can put down like, maybe I could work there, or you can put down, this is my dream company. I want to work here. Like, this is my top goal. Okay, you can put down whatever here. So for me, thinking about these, these possible career interests I have, okay, well, where would I want to work within those career interests? So if I'm a professor, right? I put professor down. If I'm a professor, where would I want to work? Well, I'd want to work at the community college level. So I'd put down community college as a place I'd want to work. If I want to do like digital strategy or branding, marketing, where would I want to work with that? And it'd have to be, for me, I'd have to be somewhere that is something I enjoy. So like esports or a gaming company, or maybe, I don't know, another area I'm interested in. And so some places I put down for my where I would want to work column is like Square Enix, a community college, nonprofits, Toyota, Apple, etc. Final step, and this step kind of requires a little bit of extra work, but I promise you it's going to be so helpful. You're going to take the skills that you have and your interests, you're going to take the career interests that you have, and you're going to take places you want to work, and you're going to combine that all together. Go on Apple, go on Ericsson, go on any company that you're interested in working in, and look at the job positions and job listings at that company in the things that fit into your skills and interests. So for example, for me, let's say I choose Ericsson, right? And I go on Ericsson and I type in public relation jobs, or I type in marketing jobs, and you can look at the specific job titles at specific companies. And so some examples of what I have for my list, again, this is going to be tailored to you. Well, some job titles that keep coming up at companies I'm interested in that match with my skill set and my interests are like community management, community engagement, public relations specialist. I'm sure there's a lot more. Another step to think about when you're doing this column is also look at the requirements for those jobs. And so like, let's say, let's choose like community manager. Let's look at that position. Let's look at, okay, how many years experience is needed? What kind of degrees are they looking for? And just kind of see if that matches up with your other columns here on your career vision board. I really hope that this kind of helped you, because I know it helped me a lot when I was trying to decide things. And honestly, I'm still in the process of trying to figure out what I want to do. This is going to be an ongoing process for you, okay? We don't just wake up one day and we go, I'm going to be a doctor. Well, maybe you do. And if you do that, that's great. I'm happy for you. But I feel like if you're here, you're probably wondering what you want to do, or like what kind of careers you want to do. And maybe if you wake up and you're like, I want to be a doctor. Well, what kind of doctor do you want to be, right? Like, do you want to go into pediatrics? Do you want to go into geriatrics? I don't know. I don't know doctor terms, but you get what I'm saying here. Hopefully this career vision boarding process can be of use to you. And we're going to kind of, in the video series here, we're going to kind of continue through this like career questioning process. I feel like this is the first step, right? You have all these overwhelming ideas and you need a place to organize it. So this is the first step. And we're going to kind of follow through in the next videos with some more tips, tricks, tutorials, etc. And I really hope that this can help some people out there, whether you are current college students or you just graduated or you're trying to shift your career, whatever the case is. I hope it helps, and I will see y'all next time.